Hello, and welcome to another episode of Walk the Dog Cinema. I am here with the Roca dog as we get out on this overcast, possibly rainy day, and we are in spring, a week before Easter, and today still on the action movie kick as this season is kind of dedicated to action movies. But another movie question we're going to deal with today. I'm going with Jackie Chan. He's an action icon, stuntman, lots of martial art films. Has done some of the craziest stunts I've ever seen on film. But we're going to touch upon a favorite Jackie Chan movie, and and what that all entails. And there's a lot to pick from. There's quite a bit before he kind of started doing police story and the modern films. He had his Project A1, he had Drunken Master. Those are all good. Could have went with Legend of Drunken Master, but for me, we're not just talking about Jackie's best movie, but what's your favorite? I have a big heart for his Shanghai movies with Owen Wilson and all, and they're kind of up there, even though they're not like the best Jackie. You could go with Rush Hour, but to be honest, like, as I kind of delve into a movie that I always just kind of watch with him, and it comes down to the last fight, is Who Am I? Jackie Chan's Who Am I is got one of my favorite all-time martial arts fights ever done on film with him. But overall, I just kind of really dig the premise of that movie. It's straight up kind of Jackie Chan, and it's kind of the movie before I think he came over to America and started doing the Rush Hours and all that. But that fight at the end is just absolutely fantastic. So we're going to talk a little bit about Who Am I? Yeah, so Jackie Chan's Who Am I? This is kind of one of those. He had just come off Mr. Nice Guy. He's kind of doing the Miramax stuff coming over here. Like his movies are starting to come over here, Rumble in the Bronx and all these things. But this one kind of gets lost in all the hoopla, and some of it maybe because of some of the negativity about the last fight sequence, which, by the way, is absolutely fantastic. So I know in interviews, Chan has kind of expressed difficulty in shooting that sequence, and the fighter who's there, Ron Schoenberg, who I found out holds the record for highest sidekick at 11 feet. Sorry, like brain fart there. but I know that guy's come out and expressed things against what Jackie said about him in the making of this movie. So kind of interesting. It's all kind of political stuff behind the scenes. I just look at what's on the screen and how it's all kind of put together and edited and all of that. And whatever difficulties they had, it doesn't show in the final product. So that's kind of what matters. And that last sequence, to me, is some of the best martial arts choreography, like, kind of put on screen. It's crazy good. I love the last fight sequence. It's just so interesting and kind of unique in a fight. The guy uses his legs a ton, but, like, I don't know if the dude's double jointed. I didn't really look it up, but in the movie, just what he does is crazy. But at the same time, like how Jackie deals with everything, it's pretty wild. And then there's a great car chase sequence with the Lancer Evolution, the Mitsubishi. Chan always uses Mitsubishis in his films, and during this time, he used quite a bit. You get it in Armor of God 2, and practically almost everything in the 90s. But they even have some in like Wheels on Mules and things like that, if I'm not mistaken. But the chase sequence is really cool. But what I kind of like is, Jackie is a secret agent who gets amnesia, and these two women try to help him, and he kind of gets embroiled in these kidnapped scientists and trying to figure out who he is and why, and it just all kind of leads to one after another. It's a simple plot that works, propels this movie. There's a lot of good like broad humor, and to me it's kind of like encapsulates all the fun of Jackie Chan within the scope of his movies. For me, Legend of Drunken Master is probably his best overall film from just everything. Obviously Chris Tucker steals a lot of the Rush Hour, and the fights are just so in that regard. That one's more buddy cop kind of thing. Same with Shanghai Nights. Owen Wilson's kind of fun in that one. But as a Jackie Chan vehicle, I always look at Legend of Drunken Master as the better, his best movie, period. I like the police stories, but just kind of the not as much martial arts, and it is more a cop film, and it has some crazy stuff at the end, but kind of doesn't move at some crisp pace that some of his other ones. But this movie, Who Am I? This is to me, pinnacle Jackie Chan, where he really hit a stride in the 90s. Yes, they're just great action sequences one after another, and kind of came into his own terms as a filmmaker, and just having his style down and his stunt team ready to go, and they just put out bangers one after another. But this is kind of that one that slid underneath and is really fun. So Jackie Chan's not your thing, I get it, but at the same time, if you can ever get a hold of Who Am I and actually see it, it is a hard movie to kind of get a hold of. But I had to wait to get a Blu-ray version. It almost never streams, and then there's some versions out there that are kind of crappy and things like that. But if you can ever get a hold of it to watch it, if it ever comes on streaming, I say check it out. Of all of them, to me, it's kind of like I said, that banger action film that's just got a crazy ending. It's literally 20-25 minutes long. It rivals or even puts to shame all the fight sequences in Legend of Drunken Master, which every fight sequence in that film is kind of pretty crazy banger. So it is interesting to see the evolution, but this is kind of I said, his pinnacle of his Hong Kong style. And then he comes to America, and he kind of does, like I said, the Rush Hours and the Shanghai, and Medallion and Tuxedo and all those kind of things. And in some essence starts slowing down, so to speak, which I think gave him some longevity, because if he kept doing movies like this throughout the course of all the 2000s, there's no way you last. But anyhow, I really dig. It's one of my favorite Jackie Chan films of all time. Who Am I? Speak highly of it. Let me know what your favorites are, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. Have a good one, everybody.